Hi guys, welcome back to Irish Footy Vlogs for another match reaction. This time it's to Shelbourne and Cork City, which finished 1-1 at Tolka Park. Shelbourne started with more or less what I saw was a 4-2-3-1. McCabe in goal, Pointing right back, O'Hanlon left back, the two Burns, Luke and Dan centre back, Deegan and Quinn as the pivot in midfield, Fernandez, Rooney out wide, Brennan played basically as a support man to Kilduff, to be honest, in this match as well. From Cork City's point of view, they started off with Mark McNulty in goal, Holland and Slevin as the two full backs, Bennett and O'Connor as the centre backs. They had O'Shea, Coleman and Morrissey, which was a very strong three-man midfield. McGlade and Darling out wide, and Fenwick started the game up top. Obviously, Shelbourne took an early lead. They got an early lead through Dale Rooney. McNulty, unfortunately, with a bad kick out. Quinn picked it up, played a lovely side rule pass to Kilduff, and Kilduff picked out Rooney with a deft header. Rooney picking up where he left off. 2 goals against Galway in the Cup, picking up another one here. For long periods of the first half, the game was relatively quiet, I must say. Shelbourne kind of sat back on that a little bit and let Cork have possession, but Cork's possession play was slow and lacked penetration. The odd time they did look dangerous was out wide in that first half, and their best kind of opportunities came from Darlin and McGlade out wide, and Shelbourne were content to sit back on the lead and try and hit Cork City on the counter-attack. But to be honest, 1-0 at half-time. The second half I thought was really, really enjoyable from a neutral perspective. Cork made a change at half-time, and I think that played into the pattern of the second half. They brought on big striker Connor Simpson to play up top with Fenwick, which made them a 4-4-2, which is refreshing. You don't often see these days. O'Shea went off. He went off injured. I think he was injured at half-time, not entirely sure, but they did change the system nonetheless. And that meant that Shelbourne were able to find pockets that maybe they weren't quite finding in the first half, and there were opportunities for Brennan to ghost in behind the defence. Kilduff was finding more space. Rooney and Fernandez were all finding more space, and Shelbourne generally had a bit more time on the ball and could hit Cork quicker and more direct. But also kind of helped Cork in a strange way as well, because it meant, as I said, they went 2 up front, which offered something different. But Simpson was a handful up front. They could go more direct to Simpson, who won quite a few headers. He did force a good save from McCabe as well early in the half. But at other times, they were finding the two boys in the wing, McGlade and Darling, who really came into that game into the second half, and they were causing issues as well. And, if you've 2 men up front, Fenwick and Simpson, it's going to ask more questions. But it was end-to-end. It lended to a great end-to-end second half game. It's very open. Good passages of play from both sides. Shelbourne definitely, though, had the actual opportunities, clear-cut opportunities in the second half. There's no doubt about that. Between the 60th and 70th minute in particular, they had 3 very good opportunities. Kilduff had 2, but twice he kind of hit his chances straight at McNulty when McNulty came out. You have to give credit to the keeper, but he certainly gave the keeper a chance, could have done better. Ryan Brennan probably had the more difficult of the 3 chances, but again, it was a soft effort at the keeper as well. And, whereas Cork had dangerous passages of play, Shelbourne were actually creating the more opportunities. Then there was a blunder by McCabe, unfortunately, which made it 1-1 in around the 70th minute, roughly, wasn't it? It was a strange one because we don't get to see a replay, but my instinct when I seen it was Darling done very well in the left wing, first of all, for Cork, and tried to get across into the box. He played it too close to the keeper. But what happened was, it looked like to me McCabe went up to catch the ball overhead, and he completely misjudged it, and it landed kind of around his chest area and ended up falling into the net over the line. What really should have done was come out and catch caught it in his chest, which would have been the easier thing to do, but he just misread it completely, and that made it 1-1. And for a period, 4 or 5 minutes after that, Cork were really, really pushing and looking dangerous, particularly, as I say, with Darling and McGlade on the wings, and we're playing some good football. Cork are improving, by the way. I know Shelbourne had the better chance in the second half, but Cork are a team that are improving compared to the way they were earlier on in the season. But then after that, really, Shells were still finding those gaps when they needed to, if you like, and players like Kabia came on and forced a good save from the goalkeeper, McNulty, from distance, I know, but still he had to get down to it. But Dobbs, I think, had the best chance. Dale Rooney actually had an opportunity just before that where I think it might have been Kabia as well who crossed it in. He tried to definitely hit it with his right foot, but just didn't quite get enough on it. But the chance really for Shelbourne laid on was Dobbs. Again, it was too easy for McNulty. It was a lovely ball played through. I don't know who played it through, but Dobbs even had time possibly to have a touch and strike, but like he's in on goal, and he just kind of, it's almost like a pass back, to McNulty. He catches in his hands, but Shelbourne will be disappointed the fact that they had some great opportunities and they just made it too easy for the goalkeeper. Nearly every great opportunity they had was straight at McNulty. They didn't find even close to the corner in these opportunities, and they were, you're talking about within the penalty spot to the 6-yard box almost area, these chances as well, some of them anyway. So they'll be the more disappointed with the point. Cork will be very pleased with the point and very pleased overall with their performance. Shelbourne will be pleased with a lot of aspects of their performance too, but they won't be happy that they didn't take their chances, because they did create a lot of chances, particularly in the second half. But it was very entertaining in the second half. I really enjoyed it. It moves Shelbourne, I think, on to 12 points now. So they move ahead of that bunch of teams on 11. So it does them no harm in that sense. And Cork City now move to second bottom of the league on 8 points. And just a point above... it was a Finn Harps who plays Sligo on Monday. So that's it, guys. That's my match reaction. If you're a Shelbourne fan, if you're a Cork City fan, did you watch the game? What did you think of the game? Are you pleased, disappointed? Who are the best players, performers on your team on the night? If you're a supporter of any club, even outside these clubs, did you watch the game? What did you think of it? All that said, please like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and hit your bell notification button so you don't miss a video. And see you again, guys. Good luck.